Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Dragon Jim. Good morning, Cartel. Thank you, Cartel. Yep, I finally made it to 21. Boy, am I getting drunk today. Been up a couple hours, watched a couple morning videos that was posted yesterday. I think it's a morning routine. I would just wake up and 21, Jim. 21. I've been 21 for 40 something years now, it seems like. Real life, 68 or 58. Look at, I'm trying to jump 10 years. 58 today. Yeah, I know, Cartel, shouldn't they? Yeah, we're just going to sit around and be bored. Good thing is my Cash App card came in yesterday. So I'm going to take care of that this morning. Figure out what I got to do to put that money on my Cash App card. Yeah, I know. Vaughn's got me beat by 342 years. Yeah, they're blowing my timeline up right now. Mainly my family. I mean, they're just wishing me happy birthday. I expected that. It happens every year. People I don't talk to even says happy birthday to me that I ain't talked to them in 3, 4 years. They're on my Facebook though, so it's coming shortly. Yep, it's Tuesday morning, so you know Big Larry, he likes to do morning shows with my morning coffee, but coffee's still brewing, so I could drink that coffee piss ass shit that Von Hilton drinks, but I don't like instant coffee. So I am stuck with this until the coffee's ready. Yeah, I agree, Cartel. I won't be letting his head back up, buddy. He'd be drowning. I think the wife's going to go look at that house this morning. It's 3 bedrooms, so it should be big enough, but we're going to see what it looks like. Her and the neighbor's going to go over and look at it today and tell me what they think. Is it going to be worth us moving into, or do we keep looking? He might win that one, Cartel. Because I ain't too hot on corn on the cob. No. How about a steak challenge or a green bean challenge? Yeah, I'm not a corn on the cob kind of guy. And the wife's going to stop and grab the Cash App out of the mailbox. So when she gets back, I'll get all my Cash App stuff situated. Might even take the family out to eat tonight. I mean, when I was growing up, corn on the cob was okay. It was good. I liked it and all. But as I got older, teeth started falling. Teeth had to be pulled because they were bad. And now I just don't eat it no more. I mean, we still get corn on the cob, and we'll peel it off the cob, and she'll put it all in a pan with some good old butter. So I mean, I can't say I don't eat it. I do eat corn, but not like that. I'd rather have the green beans than the corn. I was laughing this morning when Von Hilton's got a girl pregnant on Fallout, the game Fallout, Fallout 4. Maybe it's time for me to start playing Fallout 4. I can go in there and steal his pregnant wife from him, huh? Go into Fallout 4 and steal his pregnant wife from him. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to come true. Hell, he can't keep a real woman happy. I don't know if he can even keep a computer game happy. Yeah, that'd be bad when CPS shows up in the game to take his kids. No, not yet there. Not yet. It ain't come true yet. CPS could still get him there. We could still steal his wife. He says that she's a real woman. She has all the emotions and everything. Well, yep, exactly. Morning, handyman. Yeah. Getting ready for the dentist, huh? Yeah, I'm here. It's Tuesday. I'm here. Yep, I'm doing a live birthday stream. Happy birthday to me. Feels good to turn 21. Yeah, I'd rather get ready for work than the dentist any day. Thank you, twin. Yeah, exactly. As soon as I move, I'm rid of him. I literally think I need to turn my phone off for a couple hours, then turn it back on after everybody wakes up. Yep, yep, and that's what I'm. Well, I won't be too far away. Tell you the truth, I'm moving closer. If I get this house, I'm gonna be living a lot closer to Vaughn. If he goes outside to smell his planes, I'll be able to smell his ass. It's a 3 bedroom. It's 3 houses down from him. Just one call back, and they wanted something like 1,200 a month for a 3 bedroom trailer in London. I told them 1,200 a month. That leaves me a whole $150 to pay my water bill, my car insurance, and my phone bill. It ain't enough. Von Hilton, you better hide your fallout girlfriend because I'm coming after her. I think that's my baby, not yours. Yeah. Oh, handyman, from where I'm at, you could do that. You literally could. You could literally probably see the roof of his house. Might have to cut down a tree or two, but I don't think the landlord's going to care. If not, the next door neighbors will definitely let me in their yard because he is also my cousin. And then the one right below him is my uncle. Thank you, Jones. No, I ain't doing no stretching. If anybody's stretching, it's going to be the wife. Any today, buddy's on the wife, not me. Yeah, we like different stuff on our birthdays. That's right. Well, everybody's different. I really honestly, I still remember my 21st birthday. Boy, did I get drunk. Hell, I remember my 18th birthday still. I got drunk. My 18th birthday party, I just moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's doing pretty good, McDonald. Yeah, I don't know if my uncle and cousin will like it, but you know, the wife and the neighbor's gonna go look at it today and figure out what we want to do. If we want to try for that one, or if we're gonna keep looking. She's gonna stop at the mailbox and grab the Cash App card so I can totally activate that now. Thinking about maybe going out to eat somewhere tonight. Take the wife out to eat with the boy. That, or we can just stay home like we always do and just order something out. I know what my kid's gonna want. That's a pizza boy, so going out foods, he would order pizza or chicken nuggets. That's my kid. He don't like trying new foods. Even though I put it on his plate, don't put me wrong, I don't try to hide it from him. I make him a plate just like ours, and then we'll put one thing on there that we know he will eat, for I know he's not starving. Later, handy man, don't work too hard, buddy. So, I mean, it's like one time my wife did a rotisserie chicken in the air fryer. He did try that night. He said it was okay. I remember when he was younger, I used to keep the McDonald boxes from the chicken nuggets, and I would literally buy chicken breasts, cut them in cubes, and batter them up, and cook them at home and throw them in the McDonald's box. I mean, you do what you got to do to get your kid to eat. And I'm surprised Larry didn't turn out the same way, where he's really picky on stuff that he eats. He was when he was a little kid, but he outgrew that. I remember when he was a little kid that we literally, up to being almost a teenager, we could not let his food touch each other. If he had meat and potatoes and green beans, none of the three could touch each other, or he wouldn't touch it. Nowadays, he don't care. I keep telling him, hey, it all goes down there and gets mixed in the belly anyway. So what's the difference if it touches up here? Maybe we can build a complete like in the movie The Sandlot to rescue the puppies from the trailer. Yeah. See, them puppies are all probably dead by now. Vaughn Hilton can't keep them alive too long. So I go to court next week, people. We're a week out. I'm a week from going to court. April 5th, I go to court. And personally, I'd like to have everything gone out of this house before that date even comes up. Thank you, Cooper. Look what made it. Good morning, coffee. Oh, yeah. Good morning, it. Yeah, exactly. No income at all. Just what was left in the inheritance. And I've heard he's already went through that $32,000. He's on the fast track to being broke. Exactly. Yep. Oh, he owns a lot more than that. House insurance ain't been paid for none of these houses yet. Who knows about property taxes? Because if they're not paid, you know what's going to happen. The state's just going to step in and take them. Thank you, 1600 CT. Varner's a billionaire. He just doesn't have the money yet. And never will, Freddie. And never will get the money. You know, I can't wait for Von Hilton to be in that courtroom. And I say, well, prove it, Von Hilton. Yeah. And I hope he does. I hope you can got him into it. Yep, exactly. They're going to want to know where every penny went. Von Hilton, that ain't no different than when Jerry Social Security checks came in. You literally have to keep control with them and know exactly where every penny, even if you paid the rent with it, you have to write down, I paid rent. I bought his clothes. I bought him food. When you get stuff like that, same thing I had to do with his mother. Every penny that I spend of Alice Hilton's money was all wrote down. Every bit of it with signatures on it. When I paid the workers, they signed it when I gave them their money. When they received their paychecks, they signed it saying they got their money. Yeah, exactly, cartel. Thank you, 4 acres. Yeah, I watched one about Shanny and Rev this morning. Rev talking some shit. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's the same judge all the time, people. My female judge. Yep, later, buddy. You'll be okay, CT. You can handle it. Just think about sitting in a chair in the Hawaiian Islands having a umbrella drink. Open your mouth and it'll be over with. I wonder if there's a certain time I should start getting on. What time do you guys prefer? I mean, I know we all get up all different times of the days, and I do like to get on early mornings, like 6 in the morning, sometimes 5, 6, because people on the other side of the pond are already up moving around. Their days are already started. So, I mean, I like to even talk to them people. I mean, most of the ones I always watched, like Mr. Lobster himself and Solar Opinion and Dragnut, Miss Parker, they were all Miss Parker. She had some afternoon ones, but mainly they were all evening ones. And by the evening, I'm out cold, so it's 8:20 there. I got 6:50 here. Yeah, you're 90 minutes ahead of me. No, that don't sound right there, buddy. I'm not Von Hilton now. Come on. That don't sound right to me. Ain't no way you're 90 minutes ahead of me. Unless you got your clock set fast. It's already non livable after I move out. I guarantee you it's not livable. Oh, okay, stream. Well, then it is possible, stream. You know, I always wanted to go to Canada once. Well, I've been to Canada. Don't put me wrong. I've been to the casino And I've been up to at least 2 or 3 of their fish hatcheries up there, where we go up there and buy cases and cases of fish. But I'd like to go up to Canada just to see the scenery, the beautiful sceneries and log cabins and, out in the wilderness kind of stuff, not some big city shit. But I want to do it dead of summer. I don't want to do it in the winter. I don't want to be up nowhere near you guys in the winter. I am a northern boy. I am from Ohio, so I know what the cold is. I know what the snow is. And I complain about the snow in Ohio. I see what Canada gets. No, thank you. I'm trying to move away from there, not move closer. Yeah, exactly. 3 weeks ago, you were at -40. And we were probably sitting in our 40s. Well, I don't think the health department can do anything about his life live on YouTube. But I mean, his house, yeah, the houses will be called in, all of them. He's literally going to have to make sure there's insurance on them and every one of them's livable before he can rent someone in. Yes. Oh, I planned that. I said that 6 months ago. Yep, he has to get them up to code, and because they are renters, he has to have house insurance on them. Yes, I will, because I'm not scared of him, and I'm not scared of his gods. I ain't scared of nobody, to be honest. Nobody. Two things gonna happen. I'm gonna get my ass whipped, or they're gonna get their ass whipped. Period. Nothing else. What else can happen? Not a damn thing. You gonna sue me for knocking your teeth out? Hey, you shouldn't have stepped up in front of me. Gonna sue me for the hospital bill after I put you in the hospital for a couple of months? Or am I gonna sue you for you putting me in the hospital for a couple of months? Morning, Queen. Yeah, I don't know how that all works, Stream, but I literally couldn't afford to be in a motel, and not money wise. I mean, it's way too small. I couldn't put all my shit in it. Remember, this is a 3 bedroom home. I've lived here 7 years, and I've been buying things like crazy. I buy stuff, people. I get on these live channels where people buy pallets full of stuff from the Dollar General and Family Dollar and Target and you name it. Most of these stores sell these pallet stuff. And I get the stuff pennies on the dollar. Yes, he is going to be mad, but there ain't a damn thing he can do about it. Because he don't own the property. Personally, Vaughn Hilton, you say I stole $55 million from your mama? If I had $55 million, I'd become your worst fucking nightmare because I would buy the guy right dead across the street's house and move in and be your next door neighbor. I will know when you walk out your fucking door. I will know when you leave. And I will have fucking parties every single fucking day with all my tro friends. Or, I'm sorry, your tro friends. My real friends. We'd be having parties every single night, and there ain't a damn thing you could do about it. Go in your trailer and cry. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'd talk to every one of the neighbors, and we'd be putting tents and trailers and pull behind campers and everything everywhere. As long as it ain't on his property, there ain't a damn thing he can do. The principal hates him too. Yes, and that is the man that owns that home that I said I'd buy. Yeah, he told me he's seen some of the videos Vaughn's put out. And he'll tell everybody the same as I tell everybody. Alice Hilton saved Vaughn Hilton's ass quite a few times. And now Miss Alice is gone. I'm waiting for Vaughn Hilton to mess up. Yep, from exactly where my house sits, I might be able to see Vaughn Hilton's top of his roof of his trailer. I might even have to take down a tree or two to make sure. But hell, landlord won't care. He already said that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said good morning, Miss Kitty. Good morning, Miss Kitty. No, maybe it was Queen that I said good morning to. Well, it's the same place I was talking about yesterday and the day before. The guy I've been trying to get a hold of. I did get a response back finally, and the wife and the neighbor's going to go over and look at it this morning. And they're going to stop at the mailbox and get the Cash App card. So we know it's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bedrooms. He says it's not an upstairs, it's a 1 floor, but you got to take 2 steps up to get to two of the bedrooms. So what do they call that? A bi-level? Ain't that something like that? What they call that? A bi-level where you just step up 2 steps and then you're on part of the rest of the house? He ain't gonna cut that grass. He's gonna get fined for that too. Guaranteed. And now that I'm not running everything and Jim's not running anything, that big old field that he throws his plane into, it ain't getting cut neither. Unless he has his grass cutters cut it, which he has did that before. But it cost him an arm and a leg. Yeah, 'cause it's growing already. I've already cut the grass here once, and my neighbor's cut his once. Well, let me take that back. My neighbor cut my grass and his grass. So, yes, my grass has already been cut, but I didn't do it. My neighbor did it for me. And that's when you know you got real good neighbors. He knows it's only about 10 little swipes, so he runs over here and just hits it for me real quick. Hi, Jeffrey. So, how's Miss Kitty doing? Yeah, it will be. If I get the place, it's 3 questions or 3 houses down. What's your question, Jeffrey? Why does Vaughn spend 2 hours repeating the exact same thing? Vaughn needs to be in a group home. Yes, he does need to be in a group home, Chuck. And that's because he's trying to convince himself of it. I heard somewhere that if you keep thinking about the same old thing and over and over and over and over and over, it literally gets burned in your brain. Jeffrey, no, I do not know. I heard it was 6 months after he took over. When did he take over? He took over, I think, in October. Because Millie did collect rent in October. So it had to be right in the middle of the ending of October that he took over. So right around his birthday, I'd probably say, go 6 months from that. Go from October 24th, November 24th, December 24th, January 24th, February 24th, March 24th, April 24th, around April 24th. Yes, I agree that cartel. So Jeffrey, I'm going to say around the end of April, his 6 months will be up. No, he gets it all. That was just 6 months to make sure he can take care of it all and work it all. But I mean, are they going to give it to him? They probably will. They're probably going to let him say, hey, here it is. It's all yours. Do whatever you want with it, which is legal. I don't believe that yet, Todd, because if so, he would have started selling them. So he's got court twice on April 5th, Todd? He's got court 3 times on the 5th. Okay. Huh. That don't sound right. That don't sound right at all. The final hearing for the estate is scheduled for February 2024. No, I believe you, Todd. No, I believe you. I don't have to look that up. I definitely believe you. I just don't understand why I have to be there during the other stuff. Probate hearing, case against you, case against the other tenants. Yeah, well, I know me and her both have to be there. Well, I know there's only me and one other girl, so that's only 2 cases there because they couldn't give eviction notice to the other house because he was using the same address. Not unless he got that fixed the next day. And that guy really don't even live there. He lives next door. in a trailer, one of them drivable trailers. Okay. Well, no. Well, I know when the sheriff, I was the first one to get it, people. I was the first one, and then the girl down the road. And the deputy did say that he was supposed to deliver one next door too to the other guy, but it had the wrong address, or it wasn't on the paperwork, should I say, that he had, so he couldn't deliver it. $7:09 in the morning, 48 viewers. I mean, ooh. Good morning, Larry. Try another cup of coffee. 7:09 in the morning, 19 viewers. Well, there's only none, because none of us pays rent to him. Never have. He has a lease with none of us. And I hope Von Hilton is the only one that judge has on the docket that day, because it could be a long court date. Is that apparently? Is that what that word is? Neither did Alice. Yeah, Alice knew about the renters. It is a big mess, Todd. Well, it's going to definitely be running late. Definitely going to be running late, because I know we're going to be in there over an hour. Alice didn't have a lease? No. Alice didn't need a lease. Alice is the one that owned it all. I don't know how all that went, 4 acres. I've never had to worry about none of that. Everybody needs a lease. You don't need to have a lease if you own it. Not if you own it, you don't. It ain't called a lease, it's called property taxes. And Alice didn't have no lease for her home because she owns it. She should have did right. She should have wrote out leases for the renters to sign. Yes, she should have, but she never did. You got to remember how all this really happened is she ended up getting this house. Of course, y'all knew she owned the one that Jim and Millie lived in, okay? She sold that to Jim and Millie after she moved into Von Hilton's old trailer first. She lived there for a little while. Then they had that brand new trailer put in, okay? And her husband had a problem with insurance, medical insurance on him because he came down really sick. She went ahead and spent a nice large lump sum for the house right next door. Brand new brick 3-bedroom home. And that is where Big Irvy died at. So now Alice sold one house to Uncle Jim. Little Irvy moved into the one trailer. She's living in the brand new trailer. And Big Irvy's down in the brick home. Irvy dies. That literally makes everything belongs to Miss Alice Hilton. I don't care what y'all say. When you die and you are married to a woman or certificate other, they take over everything. No matter what Von Hilton says. Von Hilton, you say your dad had a $2 million inheritance check sitting just for you that your mommy couldn't touch. That's a fucking lie. Your mom could touch anything and everything she wanted to because she was married to him. Do you understand? See, you a lot of laws, things you say you know, Vaughn. Yeah, you probably do know it, and you're probably right. But there's some that you don't know, and that are the important ones. Von Hilton can't do taxes. Yeah, exactly. He can't add. So they did divorce, but that Todd, there's 50 years. I don't care if they're divorced or not. They're still not divorced. They didn't divorce because they wasn't still fucking. They didn't divorce because they didn't love each other. They divorced because of medical purposes. If Alice Hilton would have kept married to Von Hilton's father, they would have been stone broke, living like I'm living. Broke as a motherfucker. Okay? But two, they divorced, just like I told everybody last week. I should get a divorce from my wife. You know why? That's an extra $600 a month to survive on. And that is the exact same thing in Alice's mind that was going in her mind when her and her husband divorced. She didn't divorce him because she didn't love him. She didn't divorce him because they were cheating on each other, like Von Hilton says. They were divorced by paper, but they were still sleeping together. They're still having relationships together. They were going to movies. I mean, everything. To me, they divorced on paper, but not in life. They were together for life. When they say, I do, they meant for life. It is, Todd. It is, Todd. I know. You don't understand how many people in this world pulls that off and does shit like that. I know families. I know husbands and wives that got divorced because of that. And more than a dozen, guaranteed. 'Guaranteed. 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 Yep, exactly, Freddie. Larry, have you heard 2023 is the official year of Todd? He's got my vote. Thank you. I think Todd's a good man, and he knows how to wake me up in the morning. But Todd is right, people. Thank you, Robbie. It's just like I said last week. You don't know how many times I've thought about divorcing my wife just for that extra money. $600 don't sound like much, but people, $600 in my pocket is a lot of money. $600 could pay my rent a month. $600 could feed my whole family for the month. $600, I could probably go out and buy me 4 new tires for the truck. That's a lot of money. It's like when someone told me that Rev went through something like 70,000 or $700,000. I sat there and thought about it. How in the hell can someone go through $700,000 like that? 600 per month, not counting the rest of the check though. It's I'm only getting a certain amount, Nate. Okay, but if I was not married, I would have a $300 raise on my check. If my wife wasn't married, she'd get a $300 raise on her check. So that'd be $600 a month extra money coming in my home. You can't have it both ways. I know. Yes, I know. And I agree with you. People, he had $18,000 sitting in one trust fund sitting there. I told him about it. Millie told him about it. I told him about it again, and he still didn't claim it. And he had a certain amount of time to claim it. He lost it. Hell, Frosty, if he would have come over and asked for the rent, I would have gave it to him. To be honest, I would have gave it to him. Saved me from the headache of moving. But then here's that same story again. My son is now my baby. The last of them is turning 18. It means his food stamps are gone. That means I'm going to have problems feeding him here in the next couple of months. As soon as them food stamps stop. So he's going to have to get out and find a job. I don't care if he goes down to that horse farmer down there and shovels shit in the horse barn. I don't care if he's at the carryout or McDonald's flipping burgers. Anywhere that'll help pay food to feed him. Vaughn is seeking to go face to face with you. Anytime he's ready, Freddie, we can do it right now, buddy. Right now. Robbie, be glad I'm in Canada with free health care. 18 months for MRI. 18 months for an MRI. Yeah. You got to wait 6 months to see a doctor or a dentist? Nah, forget that. Y'all keep that stuff. I can call my dentist right now at 8 o'clock in the morning and he'll have me in by 1 o'clock. And I'll be out of there by 1:30 and he's pulled two of them. Yeah, Canada's too cold for me. I couldn't live there. Just like I really can't live in Florida neither. Too hot. I don't want it too hot. Don't want it too cold. I figure Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere. The only problem I've found since living here 15 years, yeah, we do get snow, nothing major. We ain't had no big hurricanes yet, but we do get a lot of floods because we're low level and we got all these mountains and they fill the creeks and the creeks come out of their dams and it's flood city. Yeah, exactly. Arkansas was kind of hot too. It was a different kind of hot though than the Florida weather. And Arkansas gets tornadoes and hurricanes parts, more tornadoes. And I know a little bit about Arkansas. We do have family over there. One of mine and the wife's sons are in Arkansas, just outside Little Rock. Yep, 70, 80 is pretty good because then I can, turn the fan on. It's, keep cool. I like it 60, 70 somewhere. Yeah, but I don't want to get trapped in the house during the wintertime, Frosty. And gators, Robbie. They got gators too. Don't leave them out. I would like to find maybe a little town. I'd like to be on water. I mean, I'd love to have a place with water. I'd love to be able to roll my wheelchair out on my back porch and throw a pole out in a pond somewhere where I can fish. Never leave my own backyard to do the fishing. Catch me a nice channel catfish or a catfish in there and clean it, gut it, let the wife cook it for dinner. It's like when Von Hilton said he was going to fill Lake Alice in. He's going to completely fill it in and put a house up there. Von Hilton don't understand there's 7 at least 7 springs coming off the side of that mountain up under the ground, and it pours out. There's a reason that creek and all that's there. A van down by the river. Yeah, we've did that before too. I've went fishing a lot of different ways. We've literally took our tents, our sleeping bag, camping gear, and all, and went down to the St. John River in Orlando, rented a boat, and went out there and camped on one of the islands. Back to the story though. Von Hilton, I went and filled Lake Allison. If you're filling it in, you ought to be filling it in with catfish. Because you could live off that. That's a food source. See, that's what I think about people. I don't know what all you all think about. There's two things I think about: food and money. You need money to pay your bills and to buy things and get what you need, including food. The human body can live on food and water. That's all you really need. I don't need laptops. I don't need computers. I don't need phones. I mean, they're nice to have, but they're called luxuries. Yeah, I know, Robbie, but I'm just saying, I mean, back in the olden days, they didn't have this stuff that we got. Hell, it shows you how far back in the world we are. I don't even know nothing about this thing. It was my son that got me on here. My son that lined everything up for me. Yeah, no TVs, no phones, no internets, no electricity. Your lights was the sun. And that's why them farmers get up an hour or two before the sun rises. The wife make breakfast and they're out there getting the eggs and feeding your animals, checking the gardens. Some men go out and do their hunting and get the food to make sure they have food for the winter. Oh, we'd all still be fat. There's still fat farmers. I can't say that. There were some fat farmers back in the olden days. They say that you don't, maybe I better not say this because I don't want to be flagged on YouTube, but there is one nationality that they say are all pretty skinny. There's no fat ones. Well, I'm sorry, I don't eat raw rice every meal. I like meat. I like banana splits. I love my Reese peanut butter cups. I mean, I'm an American. I like to eat. Don't put me wrong. I like rice. So, I mean, Have you checked your sugar yet?
No.
It's 7:30. Where's my meds? 21 viewers, 9 thumbs up. Hour and 12 minutes. I'm not doing too bad. I hope everyone's doing good on a Tuesday morning. Looks like the sun's coming up right about the time it's supposed to. I can see daylight outside, but it's not real shiny bright, so that means it's coming up. It takes a while. I don't usually see the sun until noon, 1 o'clock, because of where I'm sitting between the two mountains. Really, it's the one mountain that's blocking it. Then it also matters what part of the year. Larry, do you like Bob Evans better than the Huddle House? I think they are both good, and I can't really pick between the two, Frosty. I'd have to literally eat there at least twice and check out the cooks. Because you can go to a good brand name restaurant and get real lucky and not get a good cook and get some nasty ass food. Or you can go to one of these nasty ass restaurants and they hired themselves a real cook and they got some delicious food. So, I mean, it plays both ways on that. When I became more like, should I say, a teenager where I could run and get food for mom and dad and the families, literally, they would have me go to the bar every night and we used to get our nacho chips from there. They used to do these nachos that my mom and dad loved to death. And they'd buy enough for the whole family, them and the kids too. They'd get one and the kids would get one. Yeah, I remember that place. I remember going to grab that stuff. Well, I mean, I went to the Waffle House. We have one here, okay? And like I went in there one day, there's one person in there, the cook. You got your two waitresses, you got a cook. They take your order, they cook it, and they serve it to you. Well, I've went in there one day and I've had a good cook. I went in there 2 days later when my good cook was not working that day. That was his day off, and I had the other cook. Well, that cook wasn't as good as the first cook. Like I said, it matters who the cook is. Now, I don't like them. Me, I'd rather have fried potatoes. I get them little hash browns. They all look like shredded cheese to me. Yeah, exactly. Some are good and some ain't. It just matters who the cooks are. That is the main ingredient is the cook. We've been watching a lot of that bar rescue last couple of days. I thought that's pretty cool. John really lets them all have it. Yep, exactly, Robbie. You take your pills yet, baby? I'm taking mine right now. Frosties, the truth hurt. Sorry, buddy. I mean, I'm trying to keep friends. I like your name, Frosty. I mean, literally. But it's true. I can go to the Golden Corral in Richmond right now and eat lunch, dinner, and have a beautiful meal. I go to the Golden Corral in London. The food's nasty, cold. I'll be honest, and I'll tell the whole world. I don't care. The manager at the London, Kentucky store did not care for the Golden Corral. I'm the one that called the main office and complained and bitched. You don't tell your customer, well, steer it up. It's hot. You just got to steer it. How do you steer the meatloaf? How do you steer meatloaf? Tell me. Give me the ideal. No, I don't play with dark magic. I don't play with magic at all. Larry's all about real life. Larry's about making money and paying bills and taking care of what is his. Oh, I got more than that. I got revenge there, Robbie. It was when I did the Golden Corral by calling them in. Look what happened to that store. Closed down. Someone told me they're getting ready to reopen again. I hope they got a new manager because I will go in there and try it again. I'm not going to lie. I will go to the Golden Corral again there. I like the Golden Corral's food as long as it's cooked right and warm. It don't have to be scalding hot just coming out of the oven for me, but be at temperature. That meatloaf I had that day felt like it just came out of the refrigerator. And these things are up under the heat lamps. Okay, Robbie. Right on the money. I just think the manager just didn't like me because he didn't like the way I eat. They were losing money instead of gaining money. And I know that's what the restaurants are all about. They need to make money, not lose money. Me personally, I think I just made up for my kids. I mean, my baby, when we were going there, he'd only eat 2 or 3 pieces of pizza and maybe a little bowl of ice cream and play in the chocolate a minute or two. You know, that chocolate fountains they had. Larry did start eating a little bit of potatoes and meats and stuff like that, but he did stick in the more pizza area too. He did eat a few with them. The wife, she hit the salad bar and she got a little plate of food, you know, or meat and potatoes and veggies. And me, no. My plate had meat, 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 meat. My second plate, meat, 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 meat. And third plate, same on. Yeah, you know, maybe that might be where I go today, the Waffle House. I don't know. No, we have already started packing 4 acres. I'm done with him. We're moving. Even if I have to go buy a drivable camper and buy that and live in it. I am done with Von Hilton. And like I said, I need to find a place that my son can get a job. Well, the wife's supposed to go look at one this morning, so we're gonna see what happens with that. Things are hard now, yeah, especially with the prices being way up. You know, I've already told my boy that. The ones that live there. But I think they're having fun at Amazon. That I told them Jeep will pay double what Amazon gives them. I got a few people, I know a few people that do work for them right now. Yes, benefits are definitely, so are their paychecks. Now, see, 4 acres, I think we're all figuring the wrong kids. I'm talking about getting my kid a job that lives here in Kentucky. I do have two boys that do live in Toledo, Ohio. They're not looking for work. They have work. They both work for Amazon warehouse. Yeah. Yeah, bringing that name up, Frosty, since you brought his name up, I'll talk about him a minute. Nick, buddy, you're the only person that keeps you where you're at. You don't have nothing holding you down. You ain't got a wife. You ain't got kids. There's nothing holding you down from going anywhere the hell you want. So quit crying about where you live. If you don't like where you live, move. That's just point blank. Well, it's a little harder when you're married because then you're taking the wife. And if the wife's got a job, and if the wife's got things that, her friends, her people, if she's got family around her, it's a lot easier to move from Michigan to Florida when you're a single person than it is a whole family. It sounds like it, Todd. Because I'm going to tell you, if I was single and I didn't like the town I was in, I'd be gone. Better thing he's got a vehicle so he could fill it up and put all his personal belongings in it and go. The day he gets his check or whatever, take it on, load it up, and be gone. A lot of rail workers end up divorced because of their schedule. I kind of disagree with that, Robbie. I kind of disagree with you there. I don't think they get divorces because of their schedules. Because real railroad women, my two aunts, because I have two aunts that were married to the railroad people. No, they wouldn't have divorced him forever. Never. I don't care if he cheated 100 times on her. She still wouldn't have divorced him. The money and the benefits are all that, buddy. You get into that railroad company and you're good in there. You become the big boys. You've been in that railroad 20 years. You make some real money. It's like my dad. I can call him my dad. He's my stepfather, my dad, because he's the one that raised me. I would thought my mom probably would have left him when he's gone 3 months, 3 months at a time. But you know why? She probably stayed. Not proving it. I ain't saying mommy did it because of that, but the money was good. The money was real good. Thank you, Heather. Tell your daughter the same. Happy birthday, my twin. It was about the money, Robbie. Yeah. Yes, honey. Heather, the wife said tell the youngin from her too. I mean, I think Dad brought home like 1,500 on the 10th, 1,500 on the 20th, and anywhere from 6 to 8,000 on the first. She says she will, but you guys got to remember, he worked on the lake freighters. He was what I think they called him a gateman, where they made big old spills of coal when they're loading them up, and he'd have to clean all the mess up. And yeah, and better, Robbie. I've seen people make more than that. My dad was making more than that. Total, he probably was bringing almost 10 grand a month home. Well, hell, I got a friend of mine who owns his own rig. He makes $10,000 a month driving. He's never home, but he making good money. He made $30,000 in 3 months and bought a home with that 30,000. Larry, did you get enough fiber yesterday? Want to make sure you had a none. I'm fine with that, Frosty. I am good. I never have no problems no more. Thank you, not sure. You guys got a party going today, Heather? Is Frosty old school? Well, I know you had one Saturday and Sunday. I just didn't know if you were having one today, too. Being it is her national birthday today. This is the real date. I bet. It's expensive, girl. The older they get, the more expensive they get. Good thing, though, it's the baby. It's the baby. There ain't no more after that. Hour and 36 minutes, 21 viewers. My aluminum can man is supposed to be here today, too. I told him I had to turn my aluminum cans in today. So he's sending the truck. I probably got about 300 bags of cans. Been collecting out there for about 3 years now. We fill the big old garbage bags full and throw them in the shed. Guarantee there's probably 150, 200 pounds of aluminum at least. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with this truck. If I want to try to sell it, do I want to try to junk it? Do I just have it towed over to the new house? That's kind of what I've been waiting for, Robbie. I've been waiting for it to go up. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but a couple of weeks ago it was like 38 cents a pound. And if I remember right, I think it's 32 cans makes 1 pound. So you've been around 14 years, Frosty. That would have been the year I moved in this place, Robbie. I moved in here in 2015. April of 2015 to be exact. Hell, I might be getting my eviction. I might have to be out on the day that I moved in on. 8 years and a half, or yeah, it'll be the 8th year. I lived in this house almost exactly 8 years. Almost. I moved in on the 20th, so if she gives me to the 12th, I'm only 8 days short from 8 years of being in this trailer. Maybe I better go play that number 8. This sounds like 8's going to hit this today. Damn. Vaughn's God just give me one of my lottery numbers. Man, I better write that down. There's big 8. Well, Seckler, I heard, has been around ever since it started, so. And I've heard of Father Jay. Never heard of that Jeff. Don't know Paulie. I think I got Paulie on. Paulie comes to me now, but I didn't know Paulie back then. I didn't know none of yous then. All I know is somebody told me there was a video about me on it, and I went and seen it. And as soon as I watched it, I literally started screaming and hollering and saying, "Put me on there, buddy. I don't know how to get me on or how to do anything. You just get me out there." I begged him to put me on his show. You're the one that got him to. Okay. Yeah, I bet he did, Riz. 8 o'clock, dear. She must be in there taking it already. Did you get your morning coffee, Heather? No, 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 no. I'm good with that, Riz. My wife drinks tea. I drink coffee. I drink sweet tea now and then, but I don't drink hot teas. The wife does. Her and Mountain Mama's been trading cups of tea around. See, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that's doing, shows or something interesting. I mean, a lot of you that don't seem like to get on camera, which is fine. That's cool. I mean, but I personally, if someone do a cook video of you cooking a certain meal that you like, I think I'd watch that. I really do. It's like Mr. Handyman. He video records him going to check out work or do something downtown where he works at. I love seeing them old buildings. I love seeing that old stuff back there and how their town is turning out to be. That's pretty cool. And the only place I can see it's on here because I'll probably never ever be there, never make it to that town. Okay. I like seeing stuff like that. Um, who was it? Was it also Handyman? Was one of yous? I forget. Maybe it was Handyman too. Before he started his new job, one of them lived down in Florida, and he worked for the hotels down there, and he would show pictures of the beaches and the boardwalk and all that. I liked looking at that stuff too. That was pretty cool. I like to watch that. I do have a friend on Facebook that he sends me a picture of the sunrise every single morning. It ain't just to me. He puts it on his Facebook. It's usually Good Morning Florida, and it's a beautiful picture of the sunrise coming up. I always tell myself I'd like to meet a friend that lives in California and can get the sunsets, and take a picture of the sun setting. really tired of Rev and Shanny. They're just getting going, Robbie. Yeah, I bet you they are. And that's what I'm saying, Riz. I mean, I'd like to get someone to get pictures of it every single night. Somebody that lives right there on, the ocean itself, if you wanted to be. I mean, some of you do got good views, and some of you is getting them going down under the mountains, and everyone asks me what part of the year do I like. I like fall. I like when all the leaves turn all the different colors. Yeah, so Riz, it'd be nice to be friends with you on Facebook, and you give me a sunset every night. But could you see the sunset every night, or are you at work, or and a lot of people are, working or doing something else when the sun sets. They ain't too interested in it. You're used to it every day, Riz. You see it every day. So for me, I don't see sunsets. I see it disappearing over the mountains. Fall is like football season. Yeah, fall is football season too, there, Robbie. But I like it where all the leaves change the colors. And, dead of winter, I like it too because then you literally look all the way up on the mountain and you could find out if there's a house up there. And that house could be hid all summer long, all spring, all summer. Dead of winter, when there's snow on the ground, there ain't no leaves on the trees, you can spot every house there is. Mainly because of it sitting there in the open and all the smoke coming out of the chimney trying to stay warm. Thank you. Yeah, I ain't going. There is you can't put me in prison for nothing, Von Hilton. There ain't a damn thing you put me in prison for. Von Hilton would be living in a manhole in about a year. I'm saying he'd probably be living with J Dubs in about a year. That or under a bridge somewhere. Yep, they're finally going to come out. Yep. He wouldn't know how to clean them, though, Copper. He might be able to kill them, but he won't be able to know how to clean them. Elmo has been kissing up with Vaughn lately. Maybe he's going to move in with Vaughn. She's taking her shot and eating. I don't know what time you want to do that. I'd like to do it pretty early. Sorry, people. I had to take care of something real quick. Yeah, Vaughn's read one too many comic books. Oh, I know, Robbie. He don't punish nothing. Yeah, it is hilarious. Do you think you could stop in and talk to me before you leave? Yep. How you doing, babe? Okay.
You might have to buy Arnold some food. Might. I don't know. What do you want for dinner tonight? Do you know?
Well, not really. What all we got?
Well, I can make soy
Hold on,
burgers or
people.
whatever. Oh, Miss Key, I said hi.
If she's still here, baby, I will say it to her again. The wife's yelling hi, Miss Kitty.
And baby Jane.
And baby Jane.
And
And Queen.
what was that about?
The NWO drives the Lisa Marie straight into Vaughn's trailer. Yeah.
Are you okay, Annie? You okay, Annie? Are you okay, my baby? Mom, this baby got hurt. You thought this baby get hurt. That was cute.
I'm going to try to, Roland. I mean, it ain't like I'm going to go out and get drunk anymore. None of that stuff. I don't do cakes and ice creams anymore. Last year we did do cupcakes and ice cream because the boys wanted to.
You want some more coffee?
Please? Yep, today is LF day.
That laugh.
LF, what is LF? My initials?
Oh.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, last year we had cupcakes, so I really ain't into all kinds of cakes and stuff like that. I might not get a cake, but I do like cherry pie, apple pie, pumpkin pie. You love pecan pie, but can't chew it no more. Never heard of it. Yes, Cindy Sue, it is my birthday. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Miss Kitty. Fruit pies are the best. Yeah, cherry pie is my favorite. Yeah, I like them pretty well. I like them all. Personally, probably should have called Aunt Millie last week and see if she would have made me a Robert Repford pie. It's chocolate over chocolate over chocolate. Yeah, Thank you, Linda. Yeah, we see the purple hearts, Miss Kitty. Your purple hearts are coming out, honey. Yeah, it is real hard to find them. And when you do find them, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Lately, we kind of try to hit the. I always thought they were Omnish, but I found out this last week or 2 weeks ago, they're not even Omnish. They're Mennonites. No, I don't. It's Jim and Mill. Sorry, everybody. Yes, I do know you were muted. I was muted. I needed to talk to her about a few things, and yeah, I was on the phone. Yeah, that's the only reason I mute because I was on the phone. No, I won't lie who it was. It was Millie Frost, my aunt. She was calling me to tell me that she was going to bring me my Cash App card this morning if I wanted her to grab it for me. And I told her she didn't have to. The wife was getting ready to go out, and because she's got to go all the way over there by her house anyways. So the wife's going to grab it all up and do everything at the one time. Yes, dear.
Is Bella ready or?
She didn't say. She said 9:30. She said she'd be over here. You still got a half hour.
Okay.
I just need you to eat and make sure you got enough sugar in you and yeah, I'm gonna have two choices when my neighbor gets here. Thank you, Frosty. I can mute you guys a few minutes while I talk to her, or I can just get offline and talk to her and take care of that and maybe get on later, maybe not. I can't say if I will or won't. It matters what's going on. It is my birthday. I might want to cry if I want to. I can do whatever I want. It is my birthday. Yeah, I'm not a singer like Vaughn Hilton, people. Vaughn would beat me in singing, but during that concert, Vaughn Hilton wouldn't know how much money he made, so it wouldn't matter how good of a singer he is, he still can't count his money. No, I don't need a stripper. I got a wife. I'm not. I wish I was 21 again, Frosty, but nope. I'm legally married, happily married, and I don't, you know. I don't think a stripper would do anything for me. Be a waste of your money. You want to spend money on a stripper for me? Send it to my Cash App. I'll buy my own stripper. Yeah, stripper for the wife on my birthday. That would be kind of weird. She has already started and all day long, Frosty. Morning, Toby. Yep, open the eyes, grab that cigarette, grab that coffee, get that painkiller ready. It's time, the Big Larry Show. Broadcasting live from the state of Kentucky. I mean, really, take care of you. Little Larry needs some loving too. Yeah. Little Larry's at college. He got a whole new. I think my wife calls him Superman. Yeah. I can just say clean the pipes and move on, Frosty. Here comes that next cup of coffee. Oh boy, here we go. Wired on some hot coffee here. Second cup of the day. Yep, here comes my second cup. I've already did the first cup, so it's time for the second cup. Sometimes I do a third cup, sometimes I don't. And that sucks, Toby. Hopefully you didn't have too much. Yeah, my coffee cup is 2 cups of coffee at one time. I don't know if they call that a 20-ounce cup or is it a 16-ounce. I can't remember exactly what it was. That's too close to 2 girls, 1 cup. I have no idea what you're talking about, Cooper. To Larry, 1 cup, where'd you get the views? No, Cartel. Not hardly. I have no idea why I got charm on. No twin brothers neither, Toby. There ain't no twin of me out there.
What about Jacob?
Mommy and Daddy broke the mold. My twins are my children. Nope, there's more than that.
No.
Sexy's not, or beauty is not from the outside, it's the inside, people. Sorry. I don't care if you're 500 pounds like Shanny. If you have a good heart, good common sense, then you're a good person. But when you don't have common sense and you talk shit to people like Shanny herself, then you're not a good person. But boobs are on the outside, not inside. Boobs ain't everything. Sorry to tell you, Frosty, boobs ain't everything, buddy. Some of you like them big, real big. Some of you like them small. Me, I don't care. It ain't what size the boobies are. It's the heart inside that means a lot to me. To me, the most important thing about a booby is it breastfeeds babies.
I know why you guys like boobies a lot.
Why, honey?
Because you suck on them all the time.
Okay. The wife says she knows why we like boobies because we suck on them all the time.
When you're a little baby until you grow up and
Yes, Vaughn has bigger breasts than his ex-wife did.
okay.
'Yeah, that's what she's saying too, Nick. That we never grow up. We're sucking on them titties all our lives. Starting from your mommy to your girlfriend to your wife. You always got one in your mouth. Yeah. $32 viewers. We're going up now. It's that time of the morning. Let's see if I can hit that 40 views. Put the cigarette out. Grab this nice hot cup of coffee the wife just brought in here for me. Yeah, I had to quit calling it mud. She kept giving me a dirty look, so if I wanted it, I had to call it by its real name. Happy wife is a happy life, people. And with a happy wife, I get a happy cup of coffee. Never, Frosty, never. Only reason he's growing handlebars is because he can't grow nothing else. As you all see, Larry has no problems with growing it. The only problem I have is it's gray. That just says I'm old. Hey, Toby, you take care of your family first, buddy. Like I expect, I don't expect no one to give me anything. And if you guys can afford it and you do, I appreciate every penny everyone gives me. But don't put your family in jeopardy. You make sure your bills are paid. You have food in your house to go for till you get your next paycheck. Because a lot of these are workers. And that's how I was when I worked. I would pay my bills. I would make sure there's enough food in the house for the whole week. Made sure my gas tank was full that I can get back and forth to work all week until that next paycheck. And then whatever money I had left, I can play with it. I can go to the bar. I can go buy me some herb. I can go buy some Mickey Mouse acid if I wanted to. As long as your bills are paid and your family's took care of, then you do whatever you want. That is your main, at least that was my main priority. And I think it is like 99.9% all of your guys's. Your family comes first. Going to Fallout 4 as a woman. Yeah, exactly. No, no, I've never tried it neither one of them that way. I have did cocaine. I have did mushrooms. I have did acid. Of course, I'm a weed head. Alcoholic. I wasn't an alcoholic. I just loved to drink. Liquid tea. That is a shoot up drug. I like to drink till I was figuring getting up in my 30s and I slowed down. Figured I better settle down and pick myself out a wife and start having kids. If not, then I wasn't going to have no kids. I was going to be a Von Hilton. So I settled down. I quit drinking so much and I found me a girl. We had a baby. We had another baby. It didn't work out. I went on with my life. We fight over the kids, and it's normal like people do. Met a few other girls, went out with them, and I finally was introduced to my wife. And I've been with her 21 years. And we ended up having two kids together. No heroin, no. I don't know if that's Vi or if that's your tree workers. I didn't hear no car door slam, so it's got to be tree workers. Yeah, so I really wasn't addicted. And, you know, I didn't get too bad on any bad drugs. And I'm glad I didn't. I couldn't afford it anyways. Them are rich man drugs. I never worried about drugs. I worried about making sure there was a roof over my kids' head, food in their mouth, clothing on their back. If you can get close enough to the house to get in it, uh, Vaughn would have to like you for him to unlock the doors because them doors are padlocked closed. And every light on the house is on, both houses. Then he wants to know why he's spending over $500, $600 a month in light bills. No, They say he's got some cameras up, but I don't think they're working anymore. Personally, why would he want to keep all the lights on in the single wide trailer? That's a $200-300 a month light bill coming in that he's not even using the lights. It's not hard. Just come on down here and do what you got to do. You get lost coming down, call me. Get on here. I'll tell you exactly how to get there. Google Maps should be able to take you there. Yep, you can take a bath in Lake Alice. Might still be a little cold right now. Well, no, not really. We've been going to the 70s for a few days. It might be about the warmness of a bathtub. I'd wait until we hit the 70s 2 or 3 more times, and then it'd be nice and warm. Yes, it gets warm in the summer when we have about a week worth of hot weather. It'll start warming up. Yeah, that'd be cool as shit. Stocking it up with piranhas. But if he can't feed a dog, he sure ain't gonna be able to feed the piranhas. And piranhas are a very expensive fish. Nobody knows, Cartel. Nobody knows. Yeah, he could do that, Frosty. You got a point there. He can feed them the dogs. Thank you there, Vincent. Yeah, I'll probably just have me a nice Philly steak and cheese tonight for dinner. For my birthday dinner. I don't really know yet. That's what we're kind of looking at. Yeah, ours has already been cut. My neighbor come over and cut mine 4 or 5 days ago. And cut his own too. So grass is growing in Kentucky already. So Vaughn's is probably looking like it needs a haircut. This time next month, he's going to need a pretty nice sized weed whacker. A month after that, he's going to need a tractor because the lawnmowers ain't going to be able to drive through it. I've cut Alice's yard that way before. Had to come in there with a bush hog to cut it because it was so thick and so tall. I have no idea, Frosty. No idea. He's going to have to hire himself a lawn care service. He complained about me and the lawn care services and everything. Well, now he gets to do it all himself. I know what my lawn care service charged me, and I know what a real lawn care service is going to cost him. He's got a big surprise coming. Because I made a few phone calls before I hired the one I hired. They were anywhere from $150 to $200 a shot. I was getting it done for $100. Thank you, Raccoon Man. Vaughn might be able to talk to the guy that I talked to and have him do it. Same one that did it last year, the year before, should I say. The church, that little church that's right dead across the field, hopefully your camera can zoom in. Could probably get you access to the principal's yard where you'll be able to get right dead across the street from him. Yeah, exactly. $30 viewers, 2 hours, 35 minutes. Ooh, I didn't like seeing that. Went from 30 viewers to 27. 3 dropped like that. Yep, he sold all his guns, and he says that my cousin broke in and stowed them. Well, you guys, I think Big Larry's gonna call this the morning show and get off here and get ready to celebrate my birthday and get some things done around here. I just wanted to get on here and say good morning, as I usually do, to all of you. Well, tell them to come on down. Clay County is a very beautiful city. It's county, should I say. But I think I'll just get off here, see what's going to happen around today, make some phone calls. I'm not counting on that house yet until I know for a proven fact that we're moving in. So I'm going to make some more phone calls on some more places. I mean, I got less than about a week before I go to court. Then I'll have another week to move, so that's 2 weeks away. And I sure like to have it all done before that. So I'm going to say peace out. You all have a good day and see you tomorrow.